The Golgi apparatus. The most amazing thing about this is Alex Truelove is going to have sex next week.
Huh?
Hot, sweaty intercourse of a sexual kind.
My name is Alex Truelove. Yes, that's my real name. I have a 4.0 GPA, I'm student body president, and I have a great girlfriend.
You're coming with us to this party, and you're gonna let your little constipated hair down and enjoy yourself.
Come on, join the cool kids. I think we're here to corrupt you, Alex.
There you are!
I have a girlfriend. I know. She's adorable. She is. There's this guy who I'm pretty sure has a crush on me, and I guess I'm not repulsed by the idea.
Look, it's a confusing time, man.
Oh.
Everywhere you look, someone's omnisexual or transitioning.
How did you, know you were gay? How do you know you're straight?
What's going on? I've been trying to de-virginize you for the past 8 months and you won't let me.
Hey there, welcome to What the Flick. It's just me and Alonzo now. You just saw a little clip from a very charming little movie which is playing on Netflix and elsewhere in the world called Alex Strangelove, and Alonzo will describe it to you.
Oh, fine. We all look alike. Alex Truelove is a high school student. He's a student body president and has a girlfriend and is into science and wants to go to Columbia and everything's hunky-dory. But is he bi or gay or straight? He doesn't know and spends the better part of his senior year trying to figure that out while his girlfriend is really hoping they would just finally have sex already.
Yeah, and do they or do they not? That's part of the question.
Yes.
This is a really charming movie, and this felt to me like a kind of honest, intimate way to depict what things might be like now for the kids these days, who are way more open, it seems, about discussing identity and sexuality and insecurity than perhaps they were when you and I were in high school.
No, absolutely. This has does have a modern feel to it. It's written and directed by Craig Johnson, who did the Skeleton Twins.
I love the Skeleton Twins.
And Wilson, which was terrific and nobody saw, with Woody Harrelson and Laura Dern. It was based on a Dan Clowes comic. Oh. It premiered at Sundance last year. It came and went real fast, but I liked it a lot.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, this is, I mean, obviously there are going to be comparisons to Love, Simon, but the difference here is that where Simon knows his own heart, and it's just a question of when he's ready to tell the world about it, Alex really doesn't know, and he's trying to figure it out. And so that's an interesting journey to go on. He meets this guy who's a year older, who's out and completely gay, and you know, is drawn to him, is kind of scared of him, but also really cares for his girlfriend and doesn't know quite how all these pieces fit together. And so it's about this kind of personal journey, and it was I enjoyed following him on that.
Yeah, and there's no villain here, right? I mean, the tension is internal with him, but as he is still with the girlfriend, played by Madeline Weinstein, who was really great, who was also in Beach Rat, in which she was also
dating a closeted guy.
High school guy who was closeted and confused. That's a theme. They have a lovely chemistry with each other and kind of a fun, playful, like drama geek kind of energy about the way they get dressed up for various dances and events at school. And then he has nice chemistry also with Antonio Marziale, I want to say is his name, who plays Elliot, who is the older guy who he finds himself attracted to. And it's a very different kind of chemistry. Daniel Doheny is Alex, and he's got a lovely way about him too. When we talked about Love, Simon, we talked about it as kind of a John Hughes-ish film. This movie actually makes reference to John Hughes films.
And ends at a prom.
Yeah, ends at a prom. So it's very knowing in that way. It's not like nonstop parody, tongue-in-cheek, but it has glimmers of knowing that you know what kind of movie this ordinarily is and having a good time with playing with your expectations.
And you're right, it is very much about how I think because a lot of, I mean, obviously not everywhere, but in a lot of places, kids are growing up without the sort of demonization of what if I'm gay, what if I'm bi, what if I'm, you know, asexual or non-binary or whatever. Like there's these things on the table, and so we're seeing a generation now that has the opportunity to kind of explore and consider, and not just like whatever it is, I'm afraid of it, you know. And so that's interesting to watch, and it's a funny movie. There is a great gross out gag in this film. Involving gummy worms.
Oh yeah, there's like the obligatory raging high school party, which maybe doesn't necessarily go down as you expect that it will either. Yeah, it has like all the pieces of the formula, and then it just like, it shoots off in different directions from them. Yeah, they all have nice chemistry with each other. Alex has lovely friendships with guys who are kind of dorky, who...
But understanding.
But I was gonna say, who no one vilifies anybody here. The conflict is completely internal.
Yes.
And understandable and relatable and dealt with a great deal of heart and decency.
And that might be a fantasy for some people, but you know, teen movies are all about being aspirational.
Yeah.
So.
This takes place in New York. I mean,
New York
outside
adjacent.
the city, like close enough that they can go to Brooklyn and go see a concert and still get home that night. So maybe it's, I don't know,
Jersey,
Westchester-ish, Jersey-ish. Yeah, these feel like normal kids. And this is Ben Stiller's production company put this out. And yeah, it's a lovely little gem, I would say. Yeah, so what is your number then?
It's in a few theaters, but it's streaming everywhere on Netflix. Yeah. I gave it a 7.
I'm also saying 7, so our number's a 7. There's no number for it yet on the Tomato Meter. I guess not enough folks have seen it, but hopefully you will. So enjoy. Bye-bye.